video we have discussed about physical properties of metal and non-metal, and we have seen what is the difference between metal and non-metal. Today we shall learn the chemical properties of metal. Chemical properties means their chemical nature. So let's discuss about chemical properties of metal. First chemical property of metal is electronic configuration. We know what is electronic configuration. In previous chapter we have discussed about electronic configuration. What is meant by electronic configuration? The distribution of electrons according to shell. It means shell-wise distribution of electrons is nothing but electronic configuration. Okay, see here. Majority of metals have up to 3 electrons in their last shell. We know last shell is called outermost shell or valence shell. Okay, so metals have up to 3 electrons, 3 valence electron in their last shell. Okay, for example, see here a chart. Let's study this chart. Metal and atomic number is here. Number of electron and electronic configuration of the metal. So see, the first metal is sodium with atomic number 11. Okay, here sodium with atomic number 11. We know what is atomic number? Atomic number means the number of protons that present inside the nucleus of an atom. Okay, so here atomic number is 11 means the 11 protons are present in the nucleus of sodium atom. And we also see the number of protons are always equal to number of electrons. Okay, it means number of proton is equal to number of electrons. That is why number of electrons are 11 for sodium atom. Okay, do you understand? The atomic number of sodium is 11. It means number of proton are 11 in sodium atom. Okay, and sodium also contain 11 electrons that revolve around the nucleus of sodium atom. Okay, now see the electronic configuration of sodium. Here electronic configuration means distribution of electrons according to orbits according to shell. Okay, so shell wise distribution of sodium atom is 2, 8, 1. This is the electronic configuration of sodium. Okay, here we know the first shell, that is K shell, has 2 electrons. Second shell, that is L shell, has 8 electrons, and the last M shell has 1 electron. Okay, so this 1 is the valence electron. Valence electron means the electron that present in the last shell or valence shell or outermost shell. Okay, so sodium has only 1 valence electron. So let's discuss the second example. See here, magnesium with atomic number 12. Second example of metal is magnesium with atomic number 12. It means magnesium atom has 12 proton. Similarly, magnesium atom has 12 electron also. Okay, so number of electrons are here 12. So the electronic configuration for magnesium atom means the distribution of this 12 electron according to shell, that is 2, see here, it is 2, 8 and 2. Count these numbers, count these electrons according to shell. 2 plus 2, 10 plus 2, 12. Here 1 plus 8, 9 plus 2, 11. Okay, it means this number of electrons is equal to distribution of electrons according to shell. last shell. Okay. Then next example, see here aluminium, see here aluminium with atomic number 13. Okay, the atomic number of aluminum is 13. It means number of electrons that aluminum contains 13. Okay, we know the number of proton are always equal to number of electron. That is why the number of proton 13. So number of electron also 13. Okay. Now the shell wise distribution of these electrons. See here 2, 8, 3. 2, 8, 3. 2 plus 8, 10 plus 3, 13. Okay. See here aluminum atom has 3 valence electron in their last shell, and that is why majority of metals have up to 3 valence electron in their last shell. Okay, here sodium has 1 valence electron, magnesium has 2 valence electron, aluminum has 3 valence electron. Okay, so majority of metals have up to 3 valence electrons in their last shell. This is the first chemical property of metal, that is electronic configuration. Okay, the metals have up to 3 valence electron in their last shell. Okay, then next the second chemical property, formation of ions. We know metals and non-metals form ions. Okay, so there are different types of these ions, positive ions and negative ions. Okay, so here metals have tendency to lose electron, their valence electron. We see here metals have up to 3 valence electron. So metal have tendency to lose this valence electron from their last shell. Okay, from their last shell to form positively charged ion. Okay, when metal lose this valence electron from this outer shell, then they form positively charged ion. And this positively charged ion is called cation. This positively charged ion is called cation. Okay, so let's discuss example. Here sodium, the atomic number of sodium is 11. That is why the electron configuration 281. Okay, here when sodium lose this 1 electron from its outermost shell, then it attains noble gas configuration. Okay, it completes octet state. So see here sodium lose 1 valence electron from its last shell. That is why sodium forms 1 positive charge. Sodium forms 1 positive charge and it called sodium cation. It's called sodium cation. The electron configuration of sodium cation is 2,8 because of losing 1 electron from its valence shell. Okay. Then next example, here magnesium. We know the atomic number of magnesium is 12. So the electron configuration 2,8,2. Here magnesium lose 2 valence electrons from the last shell to attain noble gas configuration. It means to complete its octet state. So here magnesium lose 2 electrons and form 2 positive charge. Magnesium forms 2 positive charge. That is why it's called magnesium cation. Okay, magnesium cation, and it is sodium cation. Get it? Here these metals have tendency to lose their valence electron. We know metals have up to 3 valence electron, 1, 2 or 3. So these metals have tendency to lose these 3 valence electrons from their last shell to form positive charge ions. It means cation. Okay. So here sodium lose 1 electron from its outermost shell and form 1 positive charge. Here magnesium lose 2 electrons from its last shell and form 2 positive charge. That is why it is called magnesium cation and it is called magnesium sodium cation. Okay. The third example is of aluminium. Okay. We know atomic number of aluminium is 13. So the electron configuration is 2f3. Okay. Here aluminium lose these 3 valence electrons from the last shell and form 3 positive charge and form aluminium cation. Okay. We know the metals have tendency to lose valence electron to form positively charged ion called cation. Here aluminium lose these 3 electrons from its outermost shell and form stable configuration, that is 2A. Okay, so these are the first 2 properties, electronic configuration and second one, formation of ions. Let's discuss next property. Now the third chemical property, reaction with oxygen. We know generally elements react with oxygen and form their oxides. Okay, here when metal combines with oxygen, then we get metal oxide. When non-metal reacts with oxygen, then we get non-metal oxide. So let's discuss reaction with oxygen. Metal combines with oxygen to form their oxide. So general rule is when metal reacts with oxygen, then we get metal oxide. Okay. Here metal is any type of metal. Here sodium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, whatever. Okay. Then these metals reacts with oxygen, then we get their metal oxides. Here we take zinc, then we get zinc oxide. We take sodium, then we get sodium oxide. We take magnesium, then we get magnesium oxide. Okay. So these all metal oxides are basic in nature. Okay. Why they are basic in nature? Because these metal oxides are react with acid and they form salt and water. That is why these are basic in nature. Generally metal oxide reacts with acid, so they are basic in nature. See the general reaction, metal oxide reacts with acid, then we get salt and water. When metal oxide reacts with acid, then it forms corresponding salt with water. Okay. Then see here reaction with acid. The fourth property of metal, reaction with acid. The general rule is that when metal reacts with dilute acid, generally metals react with dilute acid, not concentrated acid. Okay. So here metal when reacts with dilute acid, then we get corresponding metal salt along with hydrogen gas. Okay. See when here zinc metal is there and hydrochloric acid, then we get corresponding salt, that is zinc chloride along with hydrogen gas. When we take here sodium, then we get sodium chloride, that is corresponding salt along with hydrogen gas. When we take magnesium here, then we get corresponding salt magnesium chloride along with hydrogen gas. Okay, so the reaction with acid, here when metal reacts with dilute acid, then we get corresponding metal salt along with hydrogen gas. Then the last chemical property of metal, reaction with water. When metal reacts with water, generally metals react with hot water, not cold water. So when metal reacts with hot water, then we get metal hydroxide. Metal hydroxide along with hydrogen gas. So see example, here sodium is metal. So sodium reacts with water, then we get metal hydroxide, that is sodium hydroxide NaOH along with hydrogen gas. When we take here magnesium, then we get magnesium hydroxide along with hydrogen gas. When we take here aluminum, then we get aluminum hydroxide along with hydrogen gas. It means when metal react with water, then we get metal hydroxide along with hydrogen gas. So write down in your notebook.